We're rope dropping DCA today to confirm what is the best attraction to start your morning. It's a Sunday and it's early entry for hotel guests, so it's gonna be a challenge. Let's get to the rope, let's get to work. Wow, so that is a minimal rope drop collection right there at 7:29 in the morning. There are more people in line for early entry than there are actual rope drop guests, which is an indicator of how intense early entry can be here at DCA. But that's a very, very good start. If you're looking to rope drop Radiator Springs, which I do not suggest you do, or if you're trying to get into Incredicoaster or Toy Story Midway Mania, that's a really good start. This is the early entry queue. All of these guests in this queue right now are hotel guests, Disneyland Hotel, Grand Californian, Pixar, what the hell is the name of that hotel? Pixar Place Hotel? I can never remember the names of things. Luckily, we're not getting in that direction. Hi guys, good morning. We're not gonna try to rope drop Radiator Springs. That is the worst strategy, in my opinion, that you can have on a early entry morning. Our strategy, and it will be this way for probably a while. I can't think of any other thing else to do, any other attraction to rope drop for a while, and that's gonna be Mission Breakout here on Hollywood Boulevard. And we have still not found, hi guys, good morning. We have still not found the back of the Radiator Springs Racers queue. There we go. All these guests are, as early entry guests, are trying to rope drop. Hi guys. Radiator Springs Racers, or well, actually they are probably eligible to go into the entire park. They could be doing all kinds of things. That's just to get into the park. I should make that distinction. But they can't ride Radiator Springs Racers before 8. So if they are trying to go to Radiator Springs, it is just to get in the queue, not to ride. This is the back of Mission Breakout. These guests, although they are also early entry guests, they are hotel guests, they are definitely going to Mission Breakout. There's no other reason to be in that queue unless you're going to Mission Breakout, which is open at 7:30 a.m. And that's the rest of our competition as 8 a.m. rope droppers. Right here, that's just, very nominal. We're right there at the rope. So as far as, what's ahead of us, ideally you don't want to be rope dropping DCA on an early entry morning for this very reason. You got a lot of people out here who are trying to do the same thing you are and are getting a head start by 30 minutes. So you can add this plus whoever else comes into the queue for the next 30 minutes, whoever else comes through here as a hotel guest, they're probably going to get into the Mission Breakout queue. Now, hopefully they're running 3 elevators. If they are, then we're probably gonna have a nominal wait for us, but we're not gonna be entering into an empty queue. We're going to be rope dropping into a queue that's already got guests in it. But sometimes, when you rope drop a park, you don't really have a choice. You have to go on the day you go because maybe you're only going to be here for 2 days or something like that, or 1 day even. And that's, hi guys, morning. And you don't have a choice. Ideally, I would rather be at Disneyland right now, rope dropping Space Mountain. But I've got a DCA start today, and that's what we're up against. 7:43, still not a very robust queue. We are, though, seeing more guests sort of filtering in. Not a big crowd, actually. This is a good sign. I've seen significantly worse scenarios than this on an early entry morning. So we're doing okay, I think. We might have a shot at getting a decent wait time. Decent wait time would be something like 30 minutes, I guess. We did early entry not long ago. We got early entry. We were staying at the Grand Californian, and this was our first stop, but there was an issue with the elevators. They might have been running just 1 or 2. No, they were running 2, I think it was, but it still took us just about 40 minutes at early entry, which ruined our chances of trying to rope drop Radiator Springs Racers at 8 a.m. Hey guys, a lot of fans in the park today though, so I'm hoping for a better scenario today, even with early entry getting into the queue before us. 7:50, and my optimism has disintegrated just a bit. Looking at the tip board, Guardians is posted already at a 45-minute wait. Now, I don't know how accurate that is, if they're just trying to plan ahead. I don't know if it's actually 45, but that is kind of alarming. And also for those of you who are looking to make Lightning Lane reservations on a rope drop morning, Mission Breakout is already at 8:40. Book your Lightning Lane at 7:30. Get your Lightning Lane at 7:30 or as soon as you get in the park. Don't wait. You don't have to wait till the park opens. They're already taking Lightning Lane reservations. It's already at 8:40 a.m. That's the first Lightning Lane you should be getting is Mission Breakout. And we're off.
We're on a fast pass, please. On your left, make your way to the left for Guardians of the Galaxy. Make your way to the left for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Morning.
Line up to your left right here for Guardians of the Galaxy. Mission Breakout.
Okay, 801 to the threshold. It's still posted at 45. You can see the sign right there. It stayed that way. You know, since our last update, and Lightning Lane is now at 9:20 a.m.
We've got a few people with us. If you're just a couple, we've got like 6. Sorry.
Looks good in there. I like the looks of that. That means that they have processed all of the Lightning Lane guests, so we're not going to be 45 minutes. You see an empty queue in there. That means all those Lightning Lane, I should say not Lightning Lane, but early entry. So nowhere near, hi, good morning. Nowhere near the experience that we had in our last attempt. That must have been some kind of anomaly, I have to say, because it felt really different. It felt really out of place. Like it shouldn't have happened. That looks a little bit more what I would expect, even with early entry. There aren't so many guests doing that. Most of the guests were going in the other direction, as we saw from that Radiator Springs Racers queue. So I would expect them to be able to process that, and it could be because they have more than one elevator going. Like I believe that it was the case. Although I can't remember, I'll have to look at some of the footage, and if I have that, I'll show it to you. But that they were running shy at least 1 elevator, possibly 2, on that morning, whereas today we might be running at full capacity. We'll be able to tell when we get up there. Hi guys, morning. Now we were at the front of the rope, so that has helped us as far as the actual rope drop goes. These are guests that were at the back of the rope. Hi guys. They're probably not going to have as good experience as we're about to have, I think. One to the left.
How many in your group?
That's at 8:04. We are making very good time, Fresh Bake. We've already been mixed with Lightning Lane, and which is not happening. So we're at 8:04 to the pre-show. That's really good.
My friends, you're one step closer to your exciting encounter with the Guardians of the Galaxy. That'll leave a mark. You are now standing in my private office.
For those of you who have not been paying attention, the name's Rocket, one of the Guardians of the Galaxy, the smart one. Listen up. He's gonna put you on a gantry lift for your tour. I'm gonna sneak on top of your lift and take us all the way to the big old generator control room. I don't have clearance. My hands don't scan. Yours do. If you raise your hands, I get the clearance and the chaos begins. It's a foolproof plan. Huh. I'm gonna take this. Now move it.
So there's Charlie. can see down the way Alpha, but Bravo is still down, it looks like, or not being filled at the moment. There is a cast member in there though. Maybe, I don't know, question mark? Because we have seen, there have been various times when we come by here that Bravo's open, so it could be open, it might not be. I think they're still testing, but if you get here at the right time, you might get lucky, but I don't think this morning is that time. Yeah, they just emptied Alpha over there, so they are, I don't think they're loading Bravo this morning. But again, we're doing well. 8:08 as we prepare to be sorted into our gantry lift. While we have a minute, strategy-wise, what are we going to do next after this? We're going to wind up doing better than I thought. We're going to wind up getting this done in under 30 minutes. And a credit coaster we know is down, it's under refurb, so the question is, do we stay down here while we're here? Because it's a long distance between here and your next possibility, and that would be, Pixar Pier. So do we get here and do we knock out Soarin? Or do we go directly to Pixar Pier and go to Toy Story? But that's pretty much it. It's just Toy Story. There's no credit coaster. So now you're stuck down there doing non-Lightning Lane attractions. You could do Goofy. Or do we stay here and actually do 2 attractions? Do we risk it, stay here and do Soarin' and Monsters, or Web Slingers? Question. Depends on how much you want to do Web Slingers, right? We stay here and knock that out, and then risk getting a long wait at Midway Mania. We'll think about that while we're on Mission Breakout here.
Now enter the gantry lift.
Rocket unplugs you and start! You got clearance, let's roll!
Hi guys, good morning. Well, that's good, man. That went way better than not way better. It went better than I expected. I was hoping for a half an hour or something under that. We got done at 8:20. We are out of the attraction at 8:20. That's pretty good for Mission Breakout, I have to say. Especially considering that we're running just the 2 elevators. All right, so it's 8:20. As I was discussing in that queue, what our next steps were. I'm partial to not having crisscross. I don't like the crisscross if I can help it, especially not in a park that's as spread out as this is, whereas Disneyland things are a little bit more compacted. So we're going to stay in this zone, I think. Yeah, I just want to see what happens. I want to find out what happens when we hit Soarin' next, and see what happens if we put Toy Story Midway Mania off to the end of the end of the morning. We're also I'm going with Soarin' because I haven't seen the new projection for Paris. The Eiffel Tower. They fixed that. So we're going to do that next. By the way, I just checked the app, and that 45 minutes is what I was kind of expecting, in the sense that I feel like they were just hedging. They were thinking it's going to be 45. It was actually 20, and less than 20, 15 to the vehicle. And it's now they have updated the app to show 20 minutes at 8:22 a.m. So that's something that you'll find in the mornings when you rope drop, that they're guessing what the standby queue is at 7:45 in the morning. They're just guessing. And that is, hey, good morning. Hi. That's a 4-minute walk. It is 8:24 to the queue at Soarin'. That doesn't look great, but the sign says 10 minutes. I don't think that's 10 minutes out here at least, just into this queue, I think. But that does also suggest that we are running both theaters this morning. It's not going well. 8:28. We've been in the queue for 4 minutes, and we have not moved at all. We have not moved even a single step forward. they have bumped the wait time to 15 minutes, which is probably not accurate. Also, the queue is now out here into the walkway there, and I don't see anybody going into the building. This is a bit of a stuck situation at 8:28, 4 minutes in. 8:40, look at that. Since we've been in the queue, it's gone from 10 to 15 to 35 to 55. Something is very, very wrong. It is 8:40, and we're maybe gonna get into the threshold here in 16 minutes. We haven't even gotten into the building yet in 16 minutes, where I felt like what happened before when we did our mission breakout thing wasn't reality. That felt like something was off there. Something, I feel the same thing here. I've done Soarin second before at rope drop and didn't encounter this situation. This is, they could be down at theater. Okay, into the building at 8:45. We are now 21 minutes into our experience, and I can see guests turning left and right as we were walking down the pathway, so that suggests that they are running two screens. So this is just, I don't know what this is, man. I don't know, man, but 8:45 already. We're gonna lose those 10 minutes that we earned at Mission Breakout and more here, I think. So the question is now, when we're done with this, are we going to stay here for Monsters, let's say? Or are we gonna head, if we're gonna try to, I mean, God, there's only Toy Story in terms of Lightning Lane attractions on the other side of the park, and this Goofy, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know. 8:48, we got a little break. They called up a single rider, so I was able to squeeze in a little earlier. We're one rotation sooner, so I saved about 6 or 7 minutes, so 8:48.
First, I'd like to acquaint you with some important safety information. Just put the belt through the loop in the center strap before buckling. Yeah, have a nice ride.
Soarin to tower. We are ready for takeoff.
That's 8:58 out the door, finishing Soarin. And it's funny, just like the queue is half of what it was. It's now back down to 20. It went from 20, well 15, to 35 to 55, and then while we're in there, it went down to 20. Hi guys, and that queue is half the size of the queue that we got into. So something changed. There's something wrong in there, and whatever it was has been remedied, and it's back down to a normal operation for this time of day. And now at this point, I feel like 9 o'clock is probably the limit of when I want to start heading back towards Pixar Pier. I feel like if we had gotten that done in another 20 minutes, just like the other, done at 8:45 instead of 9, I might have said, yeah, let's go ahead and jump over to Monsters, Inc. and handle that while we're down here. But I mean, Toy Story really needs to be the priority. And then maybe, what we could do? We could hit Monsters, Inc. on the way back, on the way out. Think about that. because that's kind of a strategy. You can either go down to Pixar Pier, do in Toy Story and hit one other attraction while down there, Goofy Sky School, and then at 10 a.m. after the rope drop bell is done, you can maybe hit a bunch of the non-Lightning Lane attractions. But I think I'm going to come back here. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But I think I might want to come back here to Monsters Inc. We got to start a clock. I want to see how long it takes to walk from Soarin to Toy Story. On the way, let's look at how things are at 9:01. Let's see. Goofy's still at 15. That's good. Guardians is down to 40. No, it went up. That's right. They brought it down. Now it's back up again. So people are definitely collecting, and it's 11:30 already. It's 2.5 hours return time for your Lightning Lane. Let's see. Monsters is at 20 minutes right now. That's still pretty much a bargain, I think. Raider Springs Racers, right over there, is at 75 minutes for standby. Although we are going to work that in, but we're probably going to hit that on single rider on our way out. That is always the way I like to do it, 10 a.m. or so. Try to hit single rider for Radiator Springs. And then Toy Story's at 35, that's not good. I was hoping for something better. Where's Goofy? Did I miss Goofy? Is Goofy even open? I missed Goofy. Let's see. Goofy Sky School is at 15 minutes, I'll take that. Arriving at Toy Story Midway Mania at 9:06 a.m. That says 5.5 minutes walk, although our walk kind of started about 30 seconds before that, so that was about a 6-minute walk. Actually, it was 8:58 when we left Soarin, so it's closer to an 8-minute walk. It's now, they've upped it to 40, although I would say that's probably not going to be the case. This is, last time I did a queue like this, it took about 30. We did this on our closing video, which I'm not even sure if that's been put out yet. I've been sitting on that one for a little while, but we got in a queue just about where this is, and it was a total 30 minutes. Hopefully we're gonna get a better deal today because of, I'm hoping, again, limited Lightning Lane usage. Now is not the time, usually when people are cashing in their Lightning Lanes. So into this queue at 9:07 a.m. with the clock starting. And yeah, I'm feeling like it's at least 20. It'll wind up being between 20 and 30 minutes, I believe. All right, 9:14, that was 7 minutes outside. And now into the covered area. That's about on track. I'm gonna say it's 4 minutes per switchback, so 16 minutes in here. Okay, halfway through, 9:22, 15:23, that makes it 8 minutes. We are exactly on track. That was 8 minutes for the first half, hoping for 8 minutes on the second. 22 minutes out the door. So we're actually slightly ahead of schedule by 1 minute. Exciting, but we're doing great. To the vehicle. I called it. I'm getting pretty good at this Toy Story stuff. I called 20 to 30 minutes when I got in the queue. I called 30 minutes exactly when we did this the other night on our closing DCA tour. Goal was something like 2:30 here. I think we got 2:20, 2:30 on our last trip, which I was happy with because, you know, as I mentioned, we shoot this one-handed. I have to aim with my camera hand. Let's go.
Some targets are worth more than others.
If you want to shoot further, aim higher. Keep that fox out of the head now. Nicely done.
Shoot, I kept missing the horse or the goat. Come on, goat. There we go, we got the goat. All right, 26,800 so far. Not my best effort, but I'm not disappointed either. There's no big targets.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Wow, that was terrible. 40,600. I couldn't find any big targets. I was doing something wrong. That does not sound good.
We're running out of time. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm doing very terrible. Gosh darn it, 59.4. Oh no, there's something wrong. That was a lot of noise over there.
Your range to infinity and beyond.
Landing for easier.
7,000, yeah! 7,000, yeah! All right. 7,000, yeah!
Rings down.
All right, that was a much better result. 98,000 now. 98.8. Woody's Roundup. I'm not firing very quickly. I'm not getting a lot of targets out. I have not been practicing. Ah, darn it.
Keep shooting. Keep going. Keep going.
7,000. Yes, 7,000. Oh, darn it, I just missed that 7,000.
Keep shooting. Keep going. Keep going.
Ah, darn it, darn it, darn it.
Get your eyes ahead.
Oh, I did terrible. I did terrible. I just realized I think I was a little too low on the camera too. I'm so sorry. How'd we do? Oh no, oh no. Oh no. That's freaking dreadful. Not even best in vehicle. You know, I could feel it, like my arm, forearm was not, I wasn't able to fire very quickly. I was not getting very many shots off. Just the pure volume of shots was way lower. Man, this game is hard. Would love to be jumping on Incredicoaster right now, but it's closed for another week or so. Hi guys. 9:43 with 3 attractions. Good morning. I'm not exactly thrilled with this result so far. Most of that has to do with Soarin. And that cost us probably 10 minutes, maybe at least 5 or 10 minutes, I would say, at Toy Story now. Plus the 6 minutes it's taken us to walk back and forth. So I'm at 9:40. I'm not really thrilled. 9:44 with where we're at, and I'm going to skip Goofy Sky School and head straight to Radiator Springs Racers because first I want to do that one, and it's usually what I'm doing about this time in the morning when I'm rope dropping. Single rider. And also I want to take a look at Monsters Inc. Oh, well that's interesting. I was just gonna shoot B-roll, but on my way through, they parked Mater here. Okay, normally you could exit right there, but they parked Mater out here in front of Tow Maters. That's fascinating. Well, arriving here at 9:49 to a 105-minute standby wait. Luckily, that's not our destination. We are going, hi, thank you. We are going single rider. That's the far left lane. This is not looking good right here. Don't like looking at it at all. What we're going for, what we're hoping for is anything inside the second overpass, the second bridge for single rider. So far we're looking good. The Rusty Ridge Bridge. is a go. The second bridge is a go. Looking good. Oh, we're looking real good. That is not a good look though. If you're here up against, look at all the lightning lane. Oh my goodness. For this time of day, for 9:50 in the morning, that is an incredibly big lightning lane queue. That is, that's gonna be a tough, that's why it's 105 minutes. That's a tough pass for standby. They're gonna have a hard time dealing with that, I assume. But we've arrived at a pretty decent spot right here at 9:50. Let's actually time that. Get the clock going here. But I'm gonna guess we're gonna be in our vehicle in 10 minutes, maybe 15. Just about here. It's 10:01. It's been 10 minutes and 40 seconds. We're probably going to be in our vehicle by, another minute and a half or so. So yeah, we're right in there in that 10 to 15 minute range. 12 minutes.
Your seatbelt buckle. Don't make me come after you. Sheriff, slow down. You're not racing yet. Just follow me into town. Radiator spring.
Why do we need to be fast?
You need to look fast. Good now. Bravo! Now get out there and do it.
What the hell's the race?
Lord, it's the race of your life. Incredible racing! Fast! You're all winners today. As long as you're in Madison, stay out of trouble.
We don't even look that scared. We're just like,
So that's 10:11 leaving Radiator Springs Racers. So that's 2 hours and 11 minutes to just do 4 attractions, which is not the best result. But then again, these were the 4 most difficult attractions to get in, standby wise. Mission Breakout, a beast, a real beast. Soarin can be a beast, but if you get it at the right time, it's not too bad. And then Toy Story Midway Mania, always 30, 40 minutes usually, during the middle of the day. And then obviously Radiator Springs Racers, which is, an hour, almost 2 hours when we got here this morning at just shy of 10 o'clock. So, that's not bad, I guess. We are going to, they've dropped it down to 85 minutes. Now it's now down to 85 minutes. So, hi guys, morning. Even though we saw that very intimidating lightning lane queue over there when we were walking in, I guess they were able to process that pretty quickly and guests are getting in. They're standby now. So we got one more stop to go. I do want to try to see what Monsters Inc. looks like here, even though we're past that 10 a.m. Usually I define rope drop as between 8 and 10, but I mean, 10:30 is good. 10:30 is good. And that's the Hollywood backlot at 10:19 arriving here, hoping for a reasonable, I'll take anything under 30 minutes basically, which I expect we should find. Again, I would say the reason for that being, I'm not expecting a lot of lightning lane action here. So it says 45, oh crap. It says 45 on the board. Ay, cabrón. Man, Monsters Inc. It's just cruel. Is it really? I mean, it's not good. Fair amount of lightning lane there. This is just like we find it when we start. I mean, we do start our state of reports at like 11:30 most days, so it's not. We're only about an hour off from that. Oh my, good gravy. Wow, wow, wow. Well, I guess we have to find out. We're almost all the way to the back, you guys. This is a full tilt boogie right here. I mean, for real, you got a rope drop, Monsters Inc. in order to get a discount for real? This just seems so wrong. I mean, there's no point in complaining at this point though, because it's going to be gone by the beginning of 26. But it's not only is it at the last planter. We're not even to the planter yet. We're still in this little peninsula out here. We've got every single planter to go. So that 45 minutes is quite realistic. I'm going to estimate, I think it's 6 minutes each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. 36 minutes it'll be at least to get to the door. So we're just shy of 5 planters in at 10:41. So 5/6 of the exterior portion of the queue. We're at 21 minutes so far. 21. So we're given that, it was about 1 minute to get into the planters, 25, 4. So we're actually at a 4-minute clip. A 4-minute clip per planter, which is significantly faster than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was 6. So we're well ahead of pace. And we should be in the door if I were here now. I would say probably another 5 minutes. We'll be in the door at 26 minutes. Oh, it got a little worse. 29 minutes to the door. I thought it was going to be 26, so we did park there for a minute. But still, that's 29 over 6. That's 4, just under 5 minutes per planter. So if you show up in the queue and you see 3 planters full, multiply that by 5, 4, that's 15, 20, etc. So we're in the door at 30 minutes. It's just, we're past the mix point now, so now it's pretty consistent, 2-3 minutes. Maybe 4 to get to our vehicle. I had my camera turned off long enough that my microphone was disconnected. If it goes a while, my microphone just turns off. So yeah, that's excruciating out there sometimes, that queue, because it's just switchback, switchback, switchback. There's really no entertainment. There's no theming per se. It's just trees and planters and the occasional monorail, and there's not a lot of shade. So that's why Monsters Inc. should just not have been lightning lane for that reason alone, because they're subjecting people to sort of a torturous process. It's sort of a rant in the middle of our rope drop video, but we're here, and I just want to put that out there. Disney, if you're listening, if you're going to make people go through a torturous queue like the one here at Monsters Inc., then don't make it lightning lane, especially if it's a fairly efficient attraction like Monsters Inc. I mean, it's not Small World, it's not Pirates, but it's quick. It doesn't need to be on lightning lane. And that makes it just shy of 35 minutes to our vehicle, just under the posted 45.
This program for a special report. A child is on the loose in Monstropolis. A human child.
Happy birthday, Smokesy Poo!
Oh, googly bear!
We gotta get you home. Come on, this way.
We are at the scene, number 1. They gotta get it. Spread out and lock it down.
I hate working nights. Yeah.
Not so fast, Sullivan. They'll never get her home now.
We spread out and locked it down.
You all have to get decontaminated.
All the passengers will quickly render the
Good to go.
So that's 5 attractions in 3 hours. It's now, I think it's 11 o'clock exactly, right? 11:03. 4 attractions in the first 2 hours, and the last one. Imagine Monsters Inc. being the most laborious part of this rope drop morning, although like I said, it's 10. People are here now, people are coming in. But man, that last ride took an hour all in almost. wild. But I will say that this, I think, confirms that Mission Breakout should be your rope drop starter. I feel like we're getting closer and closer to that confirmation. The balance of your day is a little bit up for debate still. We couldn't really test Incredicoaster, the Pixar Pier angle, because Incredicoaster was down. But I do think we could have done better with Soarin, and that would have helped us get perhaps more attractions in. That 10 or 15 minutes that we lost at Soarin really impacted the rest of our morning. But that's my order right now, I think, is Mission Breakout, Soarin, then head over Toy Story, Incredicoaster when it's open, and then end your morning with Radiator Springs Racers. I hope you guys have enjoyed our show today, this rope drop at DCA. The day is on, man. People are here. This is kind of a busy morning for Sunday. Thanks for watching, everybody. We love you. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Fresh Baked.